County champions, Lawrence County Sports. Coach Robinson and the varsity football team would like to thank and shout out a huge thank you to our 2021 Gridiron sponsors. Ryco Lawn Care, the Union Township Volunteer Fire Department.
We're good?
Pizzas by Marcellonis, Hotheads Burritos, Riardo's Bar and Grill, Ron Brothers. We appreciate your support and dedication to the Union Scotty athletes and the Union Township community.
You hit the open whenever you guys are ready. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know. I was looking on the screen. I didn't see it. That's why I was like,
Powered by Elk.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Swing and a miss! A no-hitter in the WPIAL championship game.
The Mohawk Warriors have knocked off the fourth-time defending champion and are champions again.
The Shenango Wildcats are the WPIAL champions.
Elwood City, WPIAL champions for the first time in school history.
Cox with it. Cox all the way in the jam again. The Red Hurricanes storming their way to another title.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. A one-hit masterpiece.
Turn, fake it to Maple, keeping himself, coming near side. Can they hit him? No! I think he got in! He's down! Wilmington has won the state championship!
Strike three called. Put another notch in the belt. Laurel Spartans three-peat.
Thanks for your support and enjoy the game.
live from Union is high school football on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Tonight, it's Shenango Wildcats and the Union Scotties. Tonight's broadcast on the Lawrence County SportsNet and the Trib Live High School Sports Network is brought to you by Maley Chiropractic, Joseph Marcus Place, Michael Kurtwork Jr. and Castle Realty, Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly and George, the Crane Room, Union Area Education Association, and by the the Tri-County Principals, the Red Zone, and Ponce's Insurance, and by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership, the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Hi everyone, I'm Tim Continenza, bringing you tonight's ball game as we have the matchup here as the Scotties will be taking on the Wildcats here tonight. This is the LGKG pregame show. Your insurance company is not always on your side, but the law offices of Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George are. Visit them online at lgkg.com for a free consultation. Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George, keeping promises for over 80 years. Tonight, Union coming in on a five-game losing streak. They lost their quarterback Tyler Straub for the year and lost 2 weeks ago with the game with Fort Cherry. Braylon Thomas and Caden Fisher have stepped in at quarterback and led to a 30-7 after one quarter against OLSH before losing in overtime. Union has led in every game into the second half except for last week's game against Burgestown, and Union's head coach Stacy Robinson is entering his 25th season as head coach of the Scotties. Union volleyball team lost earlier this week in the quarterfinals. Shenango comes in on the verge of making the playoffs with a win tonight to secure a home game. The brackets will be drawn Saturday night at 5 o'clock. You can watch that on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. And the Shenango volleyball team will be playing in the quarters this weekend. We're going to take our first pregame timeout here on the LGKG pregame show and get you ready for tonight's ball game here from Union, as it is Shenango versus Union here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by
Joseph's Market, favorite family-owned hometown grocery store and coffee shop. Fresh meats and produce, full-line deli, homemade foods, and much more. Joseph's Marketplace has hot foods prepared every day. They also have Newcastle favorites like grape leaves, hummus, and wedding soup available daily. Follow Joseph's Marketplace on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates, or stop in to see what's cooking each day. Come hang out at the brand new cafe and bakery, full of great coffee, drinks, sandwiches, snacks, sweets, and free Wi-Fi. In a rush? Go to josephsnc.com and place your cafe order online. Joseph's Marketplace, family owned and operated since 1915.
In workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wage loss. They're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
back here to Union as we get ready for tonight's game between Shenango and Union. When we look at some of the statistics coming in tonight's game, first for the Wildcats, when you look at their rushing game, it is led by C.J. Miller. He has 115 attempts with 589 yards, averaging 5.1 yards per carry. And Hunter Lively with 98 carries for 539 yards, averaging 5.5 yards per carry. And Aaron Morton has 41 carries with 217 yards, averaging over 5 yards per carry. On the receiving end for the Wildcats, it is Dalton Peters with 15 receptions for 234 yards, averaging over 15.5 yards per catch. Preston Schrei comes in with 6 receptions for 109 yards, averaging 18.2 receptions on the season. And Aaron Martin has 4 receptions for 61 yards, averaging 15.3.
Looking at the Michael Kirkwood Jr. starting lineup
here for the Wildcats coming in
here
tonight.
this evening.
They're led by
Under Coach
C.J.
Jimmy
Miller with
Graham,
6
looking to
touchdowns
make
and
it
Aaron
4
Martin
wins in the
with
last
6. Hunter Lively and Dalton Peters both with 4 touchdowns on this season. Trevor Valenti has yet to see the end zone, but has 11-point afters on the season. And Sam Myers, who was the starting quarterback early in the season, had 1 touchdown this season. And Andrew Johnson has 3 extra points and 1 field goal this season for the Wildcats. Looking at Union coming in tonight, they are led by Tyler Straub with 4 touchdowns and 6-point afters on the season. Jackson Clark has 4 touchdowns and 2-point afters. And Michael Gunn has 3 touchdowns. Braylon Thomas, Caden Fisher, and Mark Stanley each with a touchdown coming into tonight's ball game. The law firm of LGKG and AV-rated attorneys of super lawyers, Luxembourg, Garbrick, Kelly, and George, have been keeping promises for over 80 years. Call them at 724-201-1576 and let their team of attorneys guide you through the legal process as we visit them online at lgkg.com. Luxembourg, Garbrick, Kelly, and George. We try cases, and insurance companies know it. We're going to take one more time out. We'll come back. We'll have tonight's starting lineups as you're watching lcsportsnet.com, powered by LCAP.
Wherever you're going, Axe can get you there. The bowling alley, beauty salon, and even the library. Axe can get you there safely. The grocery store, the pharmacy, and the bank. Axe can get you there comfortably. Going to work, visiting a friend, or just to relax at the park. Axe can get you there affordably. Axe is here to get you there safely, comfortably, and affordably. Choose Axe as your driving service and give us a call to schedule a ride.
Trib Live High School Sports Network is the official video and audio streaming partner of the WPIAL. We broadcast over 2,000 sporting events each year and cover 17 sports in over 170 schools. At HSSN, you'll find the latest in high school sports news, live and archive broadcasts, scores, standings, and much more. Trib Live High School Sports Network, your high school sports leader. All season, every season.
Welcome back here to the LCSportsNet.com, powered by LCAP, as the coin toss has been just done, and we're
Shenango's going to receive the opening kickoff.
did not. Let's go to. Well, let's wait a second here because I don't know who won the coin toss, so we'll figure that out here in a second. Union won. Are they receiving? All right. As we get ready for tonight's kickoff, they'll tee the ball at the 40-yard line as we wait for both teams to re-enter the field as they get done talking with each representative of their coaching staff. And it will be Shenango will be getting the ball first here tonight. And as we wait for Union to take the field, let's get tonight's starting lineups, as Shenango will be on offense first.
Looking at the Michael Kirkwood Jr. starting lineups for Shenango here this evening, under Coach Jimmy Graham, looking to make it 4 wins in the last 5 games for the Cats. The veteran offensive line anchored up front by seniors Jason Dominic and Trevor Valenti, senior center Brandon Stock, as well as junior tackles Austin Bintram and Kyle Lenhart. Wide receivers Preston Schrei and Dalton Peters, who had 2 touchdown catches last week. Hunter Lively and C.J. Miller, the main factors in the backfield. The tight end Will Patton with freshman quarterback Sam Patton behind center for the Shenango Wildcats.
And here's tonight's opening kickoff, a squib kick to the right side. They're going to fake a reverse, and they'll go straight up the far sideline, up across the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 there, as Sam Patton will be the starting quarterback here tonight. C.J. Miller in the backfield. Hunter Lively will also be in the backfield here tonight. Will Patton at tight end. Preston Schrei and Dalton Peters will see work at the wide receivers, and we'll get to the offensive line here shortly. As we get underneath center is Patton with an I formation in the backfield. 2 receivers out to the left. I'll hand it off to the tailback. He'll hit the line of scrimmage for no gain. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 coming up here for Shenango.
The 1 second and 9.
Second down and 9 coming up here for the Wildcats. Again, it will be with 2 wings this time, left and right. Hand off to the tailback. That is Lively. He goes forward, across the 45, up to the 47-yard line. And he'll bring up about a 3rd down and 4 coming up here for Shenango. So first 3rd down of the ball game. 1 receiver out to the right on the far side, top of your screen. Wings in the back, and handoff goes, and they're going to beat him right in the backfield and bring him down. Lively doesn't even get to the line of scrimmage. And that'll bring up 4th down, as they'll lose about 2 on the play. And the punt formation will come in, and we'll send 2 deep here for Union to receive. He's going to get kicked and go down the right sideline, hug down the line, and go out of bounds inside the 10, it looks like. And it'll be 1st down and 10 here for Union around their own 8-yard line. So the Scotties will have Braylon Thomas at quarterback, Jackson Clark. Matter of fact, let's do it this way. Let's get quickly to the tonight's starters for the Union Scotties.
was hit for a 2-yard loss.
Union ran to the left, a 2-yard loss on that play. And they'll bring up a second down and about 13. Let's give them about a 3-yard loss on the play. So we have Thomas underneath center. They'll bring a wing in motion from right to left. Stretch handoff, and he'll get up back to the original line of scrimmage. He'll gain about 3 on the play. And they'll bring up a 3rd down and long coming up here for the Scotties. 9:15 on the clock here in the first quarter. Just joining us here on lcsportsnet.com. I'm Tim Continenza, and we'll let you know all about the crew here tonight from Union as we face a 3rd down and 11 coming up here for the Scotties. Patton underneath center. 2 receivers to the right. He's back to pass. He'll roll that way. He'll fire and he'll complete it. And it gets it out. Mike Gunn, the receiver on the play. And there'll be a 1st down here for the Scotties as they bring it across the 20 up to the 23-yard line. So Patton underneath center, 4 receivers set, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And it's going to hand off to the fullback, and he'll hit the line and maybe gain 1 on the play. And I'll bring up a 2nd down and 9 coming up here for the Scotties. So the Scotties started this drive at their own 8-yard line. Got 1 first down as this will be the 5th play of this drive. Sam Patton comes to the line. He'll now send 4 receivers out to the left as he'll take this. Well, we're going to have whistles and flags stopping the play before it got underway there. Caden Fisher is actually at quarterback.
Delay game, 5-yard penalty. It's a 2nd and 14.
So on 5 yards, we'll back them up, make it 2nd down and 14. So 3 receivers to the left. Fisher back to pass. He's looking. He's going to fire deep. Has a man. Jump ball, and he falls incomplete. His intended receiver was Braylon Thomas. And he'll bring up 3rd down and long here for the Scotties. So 3 receivers out to the left. This time it is Patton. He's going to roll to his right. He's looking, but staying behind the line of scrimmage. He'll fire, has a man wide open. He completes it at the 40 to the 50, cuts inside. Fisher with the ball. Fisher down to the 35-yard line. And a beautiful pitch and catch there, and a great move there by Braylon Thomas, keeping that play alive in the backfield, finding his receiver, Caden Fisher, for that big reception out to the 35-yard line of the Wildcats, and a first down on a third down and long. Six minutes here to play in the quarter. Union started this drive at their own 8. Thomas back to pass. He'll fire out to Fisher. Fisher crosses the 30, puts his head down, and gets close to the 26-yard line. Oh. That reception was actually by Michael Gunn. I apologize. Number 25. Caden rolls out to his left, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield on the sack. And now bringing the ball all the way back to the 35-yard line. It'll be third down and long coming up here for the Scotties. 4 minutes, 55 seconds on a moving clock here. Braylon Thomas takes the snap. He goes rolling to the left. He'll fire on the move, has a man open, and completes it for a first down. Graceland Brakely on the reception. So 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Braylon Thomas takes the snap and throws it downfield, and it's going to be complete as it gets it out to Jackson Clark for the reception. Brings up second down and 1. Union takes the snap. He looks down the middle, fires, has a man open the end zone, touchdown. Graceland Brakely makes the catch in the end zone for the first score of the night. So that score goes Thomas to Blakely. And they'll go for 2. The side fires to the corner. Ball's incomplete. We have flags, so we may have had contact in the back or in the end zone. So we may get a second try here. And we are going to get pass interference, I believe, against the Wildcats. So they'll move the ball a little bit closer, and they'll have another opportunity here at the 2-pointer. They move the ball to the 1.5. So Braylon Thomas will go underneath center. I formation in the backfield. And we have whistle, stop, and play again. We're going to have a false start, I believe, against the offense. It was a false start against the offense. That'll cost them 5. They'll move the ball back now out to the 6-yard line. So they'll try this a third time here. 6-0's our score. Union with the lead as they try for 2 here after the touchdown pass from Thomas to Blakely. So Thomas in shotgun, takes the snap. Looking down the middle, rolls right, looking in the corner. He's going to keep. Gets to the 5, jump pass, gets it into the end zone for 2. Was he past the line of scrimmage? Nope, it's going to be good. So the 2-pointer is good. It is 8-0 Union leading the Wildcats here with 4 minutes and 12 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Union Scotties go on a 9-play drive that started at their own 8-yard line, 92 yards on 9 plays that saw Thomas find Blakely in the end zone, and the 2-pointer was good, and it's 8-0. Union leads here in the first with 4:12 remaining as they will kick off going left to right on your devices here tonight. Give me a chance to talk about our producers tonight is Joe Morzadik and Don Summers, along with Christian Cassie and Rocco Gallarme. I'll get it yet. Gallarmarini on cameras. Yeah. Easier for someone else to say, probably. Let's go. Here we go. Here's the kickoff, and it is down the middle, and it's over the heads, and it'll go into the 5-yard line, into the end zone, just cross the goal line. It'll be a touchback for the Wildcats. It'll be first down and 10 here for the Wildcats at their own 20-yard line. Sam Patton will run the offense here for the Wildcats. C.J. Miller in the backfield, along with Hunter Lively. Patton's the tight end. Preston Schrei is the wide receiver, along with Dalton Peters. Your offensive line is Austin Binstrom, Jason Donomick, Brandon Struck, Trevor Valentini, and Kyle Linhart. And the first play goes up the gut, and he'll pick up 2 yards on the play. And bring up second down and 2 coming up here for the Wildcats. So the Wildcats will send 2 receivers out to the left, underneath center. Here's Pat. He goes rolling to the right side, and it's going to be stopped for a loss. They'll lose the 2 yards they gained prior play, and it'll bring up third down and long coming up here for the Wildcats. So third down and long here for Shenango. Sam Patton takes the snap. He rolls. He's looking downfield. He'll jump throw. Has a man open, and he makes the catch. C.J. Miller on the reception at the 40-yard line, picking up that first down here for Shenango. Bring up a first down and 10 here for the Wildcats. Patton underneath center, I formation in the backfield. Takes the snap, he'll hand it off, and it will go to C.J. Miller, and he'll get across the line of scrimmage, picking up a hard 2 on the play, and bring up a second down and 8 coming up here for Shenango. We're down to 2 minutes and 23 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Patton underneath center. They'll bring a wing in motion. A handoff goes to Miller, and Miller is going to get caught before he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Going to give him no progress on the play, and he'll bring up third down and long. Sam Patton. To the line, he'll be underneath center with two receivers to his right. I formation in the backfield. Takes the snap. He goes back on a three-step drop. Fires deep right side, and it's going to overshoot his intended receiver, Preston Try, and he'll fall incomplete, bring it up 4th down here for the Wildcats. Mike Gunn back to receive the punt. 1:27 remaining here in the first. High snap, no pressure. He'll get the kickoff, and not a fair catch call, but it was caught there by Fisher as he brings it across the 30 up to the 40-yard line and out of bounds there. And we have a couple players tripping over to the benches, but they're seem to be all right. That'll be 1st down and 10 coming up here at the 41-yard line here for Union. Oh. They'll send one in motion. Handoff goes to the tailback, goes left side, and he'll cross the 40-yard line.
Jackson Clark, no lead.
So they'll send Grace Blakely out left as a wideout. They'll bring Gunn in motion. Back to pass is Thomas, and he'll throw it a little too far for his intended receiver, Mike Gunn, and it'll fall incomplete. And I'll bring up 3rd down. And we're down to 33 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Three receivers out to the left. Thomas back to pass. He rolls to his left. He's in trouble. He's going to stake it alive. Pedaling backwards, fires, and it is incomplete. Ball falls to the ground. We have a flag after the play back at the 20-yard line. Did not see what caused that, but I think we may get a dead ball foul here. Yeah, he did pick it up. I think they decided not to call the foul. And it brings up 4th down and punting situation here for Union. Well, I'm not sure what's going on here. Now they're going to talk it over. And, well, we'll just have to wait and see what they choose to do here. They're going to pick up the flag, I believe. No personal foul against the offense, and it's going to be declined. And it'll bring up 4th down. All right.
Personal fouls declined. 4th down.
So Thomas will go back into punt formation. They'll send 2 deep to return here for the Wildcats. They'll stand around their own 30-yard line. Low snap. It's going to get the kickoff, a high kick. Fair catch called and made there by Lively at the 33-yard line. So 13 seconds remain here in the quarter. Tonight's starting lineups were brought to you by Michael Kirkwood Jr. and Castle Realty, catered to buyers, sellers, and renters in Lawrence County and the surrounding areas. Call Realtor Michael Kirkwood Jr. at 724-301-1482. Check out his current listings or list your own home at castle-realty.com. People you know, people you trust. Handoff goes up the gut, and it's going to get close to the 35-yard line, and that will tick off the clock here for the first quarter. We've played one here at Union as the Scotties lead the Wildcats 8-0. You're watching LCSportsNet.com, powered by LCAP.
Hey Scotty fans, it's Mrs. Ryan
and Miss Felina here on behalf of the Union Area Education Association.
And we want to wish all of our Scotties good luck this season. Go Scotties!
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shenango for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale-Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
Next week games. Tune in next week for more high school football action on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP, as the WPIAL playoffs begin on Friday night. We'll have 2 games on LCSportsNet.com, and all the playoff games will be available on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. So Shenango takes over as we change sides of the field, and now they'll go left to right on your devices here tonight. They'll bring Miller in motion. Hand off to Miller, goes left side, hurdles the defender and gets across the line of scrimmage and gets out too close to the 40-yard line. And he'll bring up a 3rd down and 5 coming up here for Shenango. Just underway here in the second quarter. 2 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun here for Patton. Patton rolls right side. He's looking downfield. He's going to fire on the run. Has a man open, makes the catch as Miller at the 30, down close to the 20-yard line goes C.J. Miller.
First down catch by Miller to the Union 22-yard line.
So the Wildcats in. Striking zone here. They take the handoff. They'll pitch it out to Miller. Miller cuts back, crosses the 20, gets down close to the 15-yard line. As the Wildcats have entered the red zone, you can enter the red zone, making sure you stop at the red zone on Wilmington Road in the Shenango for all your county sporting apparel needs. Sporting goods, custom apparels, embroidery, and more. Visit them online at theredzone.com. Score big at the red zone. So Patton will take the snap. He'll hand it off. It is Miller. He goes right side, cuts down close inside the 10-yard line to the 9. And that's going to be another first down here. It'll be 1st and goal here for the Wildcats. They trail this ball game 8-0 as we reach 10-minute mark here left in the second quarter. They'll send 1 receiver out to the right. Wing on the left-hand side, I formation in the backfield. Patton takes the snap. Hands off to Lively. Lively goes forward, gets down close to the 5 and moves the pile inside the 5-yard line. And it'll be 2nd and goal coming up here for the Wildcats at the 5. One receiver to the left, one to the right. Excuse me, 2 receivers to the left, one to the right. That is Lively in the backfield. Fake to Lively. Patton's going to keep. He rolls inside the 5, but he's going to be met by a host of Scotties, bringing them down right at the line of scrimmage. And I'll bring up 3rd down and goal coming up here for the Wildcats.
Tackle made by Mitchell. Stand. Ball still at the 5-yard line. 3rd down.
8 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 8-0 Union leads the Wildcats as Shenango is down at the Union 5-yard line. They'll send 2 receivers out to the right. Patton will be underneath center, I formation in the backfield. Handoff goes to Miller. Miller gets inside, and he is down short of the goal line at the 2. And I'll bring up 4th down and goal coming up here for Shenango. They're going to mark them down at about the 4-yard line, maybe. 7:50 remaining here in the second quarter. 4th down and goal coming up here for Shenango from inside the 5. And we have a whistle and a timeout taken by Shenango. This timeout is brought to you by Pontius Insurance. Just like the teams that go to the sidelines and listen to their coach and discuss their needs, that's what you get at Pontius Insurance. They put your intentions first. Put more of your attention to the Visit them online at pontiusinsurance.com. Pontius Insurance. Love the worry-free. 4th down and goal from about the 4-yard line coming up here for Shenango. 7 minutes, 33 seconds remaining here in the second quarter as Union leads 8-0. So this could be a pivotal moment here in tonight's first half. Union trying to keep the Wildcats out of the end zone here on 4th down. Sam Patton's at quarterback. C.J. Miller will be in the backfield. There are going to be 3 receiver pattern, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Lively in the backfield. He rolls left side. He's looking. He's going to fire to the corner. Flag's down. We have a touchdown, but we have a flag on the play. And it against the offense, so it must have been holding on the play. Holding against the offense. So bring up 4th down and goal, but now the ball is all the way out to the 17-yard line. And we're down to 7 minutes and 27 seconds here to play in the second quarter. So Lively moves to the left of Patton, right of Patton. And we're going to have another timeout taken here by Shenango on 4th down and goal from the 17. This timeout is brought to you by Pontius Insurance. Just like when the teams go to the sideline to listen to their coach and discuss their needs, that's what you get at Pontius Insurance. They put their attentions to the things you own, so you can devote more of your attention to your loved ones. Visit them online at pontiusinsurance.com. Ponce's Insurance. Love the life you live, worry-free. Our out-of-town scoreboard is brought to you by the Crane Room. Grab a seat at the bar, in the dining room, or at the loft, or outside on the patio. There's plenty of room in the Crane Room. Stop by before or after the game, or visit them online at www.craneroom.com. Here we go, 4th down and goal from the 17. 3 receivers set here for the Wildcats. Hunter Lively to the right. Patton on the move. He looks one, but he can't elude the other from trailing him and brings him down, and he'll turn the ball over on downs. So Union's defense comes up big and gets the stop here. And they'll get the ball on downs with 7:21 here remaining in the second quarter. So Thomas underneath center, I formation in the backfield. Handoff goes to the deep back, and he'll get close to the 20-yard line. And I'll bring up 2nd down and 8 coming up here for Union. So 2nd down and 8. Clark in the backfield behind the quarterback. That is Thomas underneath center. 3 receivers to the right. They're going to pitch it out to Clark. He's going to have some room. He turns the corner, and he's going to get up close to the 25-yard line. We'll bring up a 3rd down and about 6 coming up here for Union. As we reach 6 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Union leading 8-0. Union will show 3 receivers out to the left. Thomas back to pass. He's under pressure. He rolls. He's going to pick up some room. Maybe he'll keep. No, he's going to fire. Finds a man open at the 35. Crosses the 40. Gunn with the ball to the 50. Down to the 45-yard line. Nice run there after the catch by Mike Gunn, as he was able to get the ball out close to the 45-yard line of the Wildcats, as Union now crosses midfield into Shenango territory. First down and 10 here for Union. They'll send 1 receiver out to the left. Thomas underneath center. Now they'll send 2 receivers to join on the left side. On a 3 receiver set, 4 receiver pattern. And we're going to have whistles and a false start against the offense, I believe. Yep.
False start for Union. First and 15.
Union's offensive line is McCurdy, Mitchell, Vitale, Ferrone, and Roper here tonight. Doing a nice job controlling the offensive line here tonight for the Scotties. We're down under 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2 receivers out to the left. I formation in the backfield. Thomas underneath center. Goes back to pass. He's looking downfield. He'll roll out. He's looking for some help. He's going to jump past, deep throw, and throw it out of bounds. And bring up a 2nd down and 15 coming up here for Union. It's the ball right at midfield. Five receivers set. Empty backfield here for Thomas. Takes the snap. He rolls to his right. He's going to try to get to the corner. He does. He fires on the move. Completes it to Clark. Clark crosses the 20, the 35 down to the 30, all the way down to the 25-yard line. And it'll be a nice 1st down pickup there from Thomas to Thomas to Clark. So Union comes to the line of scrimmage with 3 receivers out to the right. In the backfield is Mark Stanley. Back to pass is Thomas. He fires. He completes it out to Clark. Clark brings it down the sideline. He's going to pick up the 1st down as he dives back into the field to pick up that extra yardage. And it'll be a 1st and 10 here for the Scotties. Down to 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Thomas back to pass, looking left side. Gonna roll around and go back to the left, looking downfield, still has time. Stops, and he's going to shed a tackle. He's gonna keep it moving. Now he's gonna run with the ball. Gets it down inside the 20-yard line, and that'll be a nice pickup there. Maybe a gain of 1 for all that action. But Union has entered the red zone, and make sure you stop by the red zone on Wilmington Road in the Shenango for all your county sporting apparel needs. Sporting goods, custom apparel, embroidery, and more. Visit them online at RedZoneSports.com. Or big at the Red Zone. So Thomas, underneath center, eye for tackle it, crosses midfield, but they'll take him down there. And that may be the final play here of the first half.
Trib Live High School Sports Network is the official video and audio streaming partner of the WPIAL. We broadcast over 2,000 sporting events each year and cover 17 sports in over 170 schools. At HSSN, you'll find the latest in high school sports news, live and archive broadcasts, scores, standings, and much more. Trib Live High School Sports Network, your high school sports leader. All season, every season.
Looking to buy, sell, or rent in Lawrence County? Get Realtor Michael Kirkwood Jr. in your starting lineup today. Michael Kirkwood Jr. of Castle Realty caters to buyers, sellers, and renters of Lawrence County and the surrounding areas. Call Michael Kirkwood Jr. at 724-301-1482 today. Check out his current listings or list your home at castle-realty.com.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
Selection from HAR was composed and recorded in their living room in 2020. We now feature our auxiliary to this hopeful tune, entitled Way Less Sad. We'll close our show this evening with a song that earned AJR Certified Gold Record. Released in March of 2018 from their second studio album, here is Burn the House Down. The Shenango Wildcat Marching Band is under the direction of Mr. Doug Ritchie. Assistant directors are Mr. Cody Hortz and Mr. Ken Stewart. Major advisor is Mrs. Deanna Mathias. Dance line advisors are Mrs. Kelly Krawczyk and Mrs. Leslie Ross. Thank you and good evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's halftime show featuring the Union Area High School Scotty Marching Band. Grab your poodle skirts and put on your dancing shoes because the Scotties are going back to the early days of rock and roll. Tonight's show features songs from rock legends Jerry Lee Lewis, Chubby Checker, as well as from the doo-wop group the Wildcats. The band is being led onto the field tonight by drum makers Gabby Hott and Joseph Terrell. We invite you to dust off those old 45s, get ready to do the twist, dance the mashed potato, and boogie down with the Union Scotty Marching Band. Shenango with me. In 2018, while visiting the doctor for a chest cold, Rodney was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. He used his diagnosis to advocate and educate others about lung cancer. He was a huge supporter of the GO2 Foundation for Lung Cancer, and 1 year after his diagnosis, Rodney ran in the Javelina 100, a 100-mile race to raise money for lung cancer. Despite having stage 4 lung cancer, he made it 43 miles and raised over $30,000. Unfortunately, on January 5th of this year, Rodney lost his battle with lung cancer. He is survived by his wife, the former Susan Prestipine, a 1991 Union graduate, and his daughters Cameron and Hayden. Rodney was proud to be a Union Scottie and will be Union family forever. A banner in his honor is being displayed on the fence directly in front of the marching band stand. And at this time, we ask that you give a round of applause to Rodney and his family. And at this time, we would like to announce and call to the field and recognize our Union football alumni. We have Rich Roush, Chuck Brogan, Keith Wellman, in memory of Rodney Wellman, Dave Wellman, Clifford Hunt, Linnell Robinson, Drew Robinson, Mark Stanley, Anthony Stanley, and James Stanley, Jake Vitale, Eric Reichert, Mike Hink, Bill Esposito, and Fran Esposito, Ben Young, Tony Berlino, and Anthony Berlino, Mike Gunn, Joe Gunn, Dennis Stiles, Anthony Rush, David Young, Joe Smith, Cody Smith, Bryce Smith, and Austin Smith, John Baranski and David Baranski, Ron Holmes, Anthony Pavelko, Kevin Lastoria, Nick Lutz, Stacy Robinson, Rob Nogay, Dr. Mike Ross, Rob Rogers, Calvin Shannon, Les Shannon, James Medved, George Augustine, and Matt Callahan. Please give a round of applause for our Union football alumni. Any Union football alumni, please report to the center of the field for a picture.
But there's no zoom, so I just stay one. No zoom at all. It don't zoom in. So, are you like in like the fans too? No, it's like in enough. You can go fly. Thanks. But it's actually easy. Yeah.
After the photo, all alumni players are welcome to proceed to the tent near the concession stand for a reception of cake and coffee. Thank you for coming out tonight.
All I know is that this year basketball's all we do too.
Huh? Yeah, at least you're in the gym though.
Huh? Oh, I feel the huddle.
Connor.
I got all my life swimming. I never do all that professionally.
Good luck in all you do. We are always here for you. Love, Dad, Shelly, Antonio, and Ravenna.
He gets $30 for his. Or no, 40. 40 a game. Mason. Isn't it? Oh, 20. Yeah. Yeah, it is 20. I thought it was 40 for some reason. Oh, but you and Mark each got 20. That's fine. Huh? Oh, yeah. You did get 10.
It was $50 and we all split it, right? I'm like,
It was $20, me and Mark each got 10. That was the year you guys played like 1,000 games or something like that.
Remember what you said. It's your senior year and you're going all out. You got this. We love you. Mom, Dad, Kayla, and Ryan. Tyler, with every step you've taken, we've grown stronger and wiser. I'm so proud to be your mom. I love you, son. The sky's the limit. Hugs and kisses. Shane, be proud of all you've accomplished and know this is only the beginning. We are proud of you. Love, Dad, Kaylee, Anthony, and Cleveland. Nick, Jackson, Antonio, Tyler, Brandon, Ron, Shane, and Lorenzo. Good luck. Good players inspire themselves. Great players inspire others. What an awesome group of talented players. We have enjoyed watching and supporting you for years. Enjoy the rest of your senior year. The Gorgas family. Daniel Gorgas, behind you, all your memories. Before you, all your dreams. Around you, all who love you. Within you, all you need. You make us proud and we love you. Love Mom, Dad, Cole, Nina, and Melanie. To Ron, good luck in your last game tonight. I love you. Remember to reach for the stars and beyond the moon. Play your heart out tonight, man. Tyler, you are a walking highlight reel. You have been an absolute joy to watch on the football field. You always played with heart and leadership. Always remember, if you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you play good. If you play good, then you play good. I love you with all my heart. To Jake's credit, I wish I was out on the field with you again this year, but I enjoyed watching you play your senior year. P.S. You'll always be Jake's bro. Love you, kid. To all the seniors, it makes me proud watching you guys grow up and turn into young men. Please never stop growing and striving towards any dreams you have. The world is for the taking. Also, happy birthday, Jackson. Love you guys forever. From the Newcastle News Sports, good luck, senior Scotties, and thanks for the memories. To Antonio, Kelsey, Eden, Marissa, Mackenzie, Alex, Gabby, and Gabby. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to watch you grow into the amazing young adults you are. We can't wait to watch you continue to shine. Gabby. And Gabby Hunt. I'm not crying. You're crying. Love you. Your other mom.
Welcome back here to Union as we are getting ready for the second half of tonight's ball game as the Scotties lead the Wildcats from Shenango 8-0. The Wildcats will be kicking off right to left on your devices here tonight as you watch here on lcsportsnet.com, powered by LCAP. Tune in tomorrow night at 5 p.m. for the WPIL Football Playoff Pairing Show. Don Rebel will unveil the brackets for all 6 classifications on the Highway to Hines. Don't miss it. The Trib, hssn.triblive.com. And there's the second half kickoff, and it'll be fielded around the 20-yard line. They'll bring it up close to the 25. It'll be down there. It'll be first down and 10 for the Scotties at their own 25. Follow them on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter at LCSportsNet. And for all updates on the brackets when they are released. That is tomorrow at 5 p.m. for the WPIL Football Playoff Pairings with Don Rebel on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. So 8-0 is our score as we enter the third quarter. 11 minutes, 58 seconds here as we start the third. Thomas takes the snap. He'll roll out, he'll fire, he'll complete it to Clark, crosses the 30 up to the 35, picking up the first down in the process. And it'll be first down and 10 coming up here for the Scotties. Empty backfield for Thomas. Takes the snap, fakes and pump, throws across. It's going to be picked off by the linebacker, and he'll drill it across to the 35-yard line. Chris Kale comes through with the interception there for the Wildcats, and they'll take over on that pickoff at the 35-yard line of Union. Just remember, tonight we'll have the play of the game coming up. After the game, you'll announce the Maley Chiropractic play of the game. Patton will be underneath center, I formation in the backfield with two receivers to his left. He'll hand off to his fullback, and he'll get about a yard on the play. Let's give him 2 and give him second down and 8 coming up here for the Wildcats. The Maley Chiropractic play of the game. All high school athletes during the season can have a visit for $25 in the office, including adjustments, therapies if necessary. Full details at MaleyChiropractic.com. That's M-A-H-L-E chiropractic.com. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. Back to pass is Patton. He'll fire left side, deep pass, and it's caught, and he rolls into the end zone for a touchdown. Trying to see who caught it. It was, I believe it was Dalton Peters making that catch for the touchdown. 35 yards, gets it on the scoreboard after the turnover. Kale with the interception and the touchdown pass. To Dalton Peters. And now they'll go for 2 to try to tie this game up. 3 receivers to the right. They're going to roll them out, and it's going to fall incomplete as pressure hurries the pass by Patton, and Union now leads by 2, 8-6 with 10:39 here to play in the third quarter. Let's take a 30-second timeout. You're watching LCSportsNet.com.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
10:39 remaining here in the third quarter as the Wildcats get on the scoreboard. The 2-point conversion was no good. They trail this ball game 8-6 as they kick the ball off left to right on your devices here. Put the foot into it, and it's a high kick down the left sideline, picked up there as they bring it across the 20, up to the 25, breaks it, tackles, slips a couple defenders, and gets close to the 35-yard line. Michael Gunn on the return there for Union, and they'll take over at their own 33-yard line as they lead by 2, 8-6. So the Scotties come to the line on first down and 10. I formation in the backfield. They'll bring Gunn in motion from right to left. Hand off to Clark. Clark reverses field and dives forward for about a yard. And that'll bring up second down and long coming up here for Union. So two receivers out to the right, one to the left. Thomas in shotgun will take the snap. He'll roll to his right. He's looking. He fires and completes it out close to the 40-yard line.
Pass complete to the 40-yard line.
Third down and 3 coming up here for Union. We're down to 9 minutes and 20 seconds on a moving clock here in the third quarter as the Scotties lead the Wildcats 8-6. Two receivers out to the left, I formation in the backfield. Patton goes back to pass. He's under pressure. He's going to wind up and fire. He has a man open. Jump ball falls incomplete. Trying to make that catch was Mike Gunn. Defended there by Hunter Lively for the Wildcats. And they'll bring up fourth down here. And it looks like they'll go into punting formation here. As Braylon Thomas will drop back to punt this ball away. Single returner will stand around the 30-yard line here for the Wildcats. Nice snap, and one step and a punt, and he gets it off. Hits at the 30 and bounces forward inside the 25. And he'll be down at the 23-yard line. Be first down and 10. At the 23 coming up here for the Wildcats. Tune in tomorrow night at 5 p.m. for the WPIL Football Playoff Pairing Show. Don Rebel will unveil the brackets live for all 6 classifications on the Highway to Hines. Don't miss it. HSSN.triblive.com. Follow us on Twitter at LC SportsNet for all the updates on the brackets when they are released. Here's snap. Handoff goes to the tailback. He'll bring it across the 25, up close to the 29-yard line. Miller on the carry.
Miller with the carry.
Second down and 5 coming up here for Shenango. They trail by 2 here in the third quarter. They'll send 2 receivers out to the left. I formation in the backfield. They'll hand it off. It is Miller. He'll go outside, has the corner, up to the 40 and knocked out of bounds around the 44-yard line. And he picks up the first down. Goes C.J. Miller on that carry. C.J. Miller's father passed away during the Burgettstown week, and he scored 3 touchdowns. The team also wore commemorative stickers on the helmets in that game. And C.J. playing well here tonight for Shenango again. I formation in the backfield, 2 receivers out to the left. Handoff goes to, I believe, Lively, and he goes forward, across the 50, down to the 49-yard line. Call ahead and reserve your seat for after the game. Just a few minutes up the road at Wilmington in Neshannock. Place your orders for takeout, curbside, or pickup. Diner, homemade desserts, and even crawlers. You have a call your order at 724-656. Here's a handoff up the middle, and I'll get close to the 45-yard line. That number again is 724-656-1553, or visit craneroom.com for a full menu. All right, thanks again to Crane Room for their sponsorship here tonight of LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Third down and short coming up here for the Wildcats. They'll send two receivers out to the left with an I formation here. Hand off to the tailback, goes right side. He's going to pick up the first down and move the pile across the 40. Goes Miller, as Miller's going to pick up another first down here for the Wildcats. And this third quarter, the Wildcats have been able to move the ball both on the ground and through the air and have really dominated some of the action here in the third quarter. 6 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Preston Schreies checks in. He'll be the receiver to the far on the left, along with Dalton Peters, and they're back to pass, and he's not going to be able to get it off, as here comes the Scotties knocking him down at the 46-yard line. So Sam Patton unable to do it. He'll lose about 6 on the play. And we'll bring up second down and 16 coming up here for Shenango. Don't forget, our out-of-town scoreboard is brought to you by the Crane Room. You see that on the crawl underneath. One receiver left and right. Patton underneath center with an I formation behind him. Takes back pass, loses his footing and goes down. Another sack, back-to-back sacks here for the Union Scotties, all the way back to the 46-yard line. And they'll bring up a third down and long coming up here for Shenango. One receiver left, or one receiver, actually they're going to put 4 receivers in pattern, 2 left, 2 right. Shotgun here for Sam Patton. He's back to pass. He's going to look downfield. He's in trouble, and for the third straight play, the Scotties get the sack, and they'll turn away the offense here for the Wildcats, as they're going to move back all the way back to the 37-yard line and have to punt this ball away. Making that sack was Maddox Thompson for the Scotties. So 2 receivers back to receive the punt is Gunn and Thomas. Thomas gets the ball at the 30, goes right side. Thomas to the 35, to the 40, to the 45, and it's knocked out of bounds around the 47-yard line on the far side. Nice return there by Braylon Thomas, and the Scotties will take over at the, I believe they're going to mark it at the 47-yard line. So we're down to 3 minutes and 53 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Thomas in shotgun, takes the snap. He's back to pass. He's going to fire, and he falls behind his receiver, and it falls incomplete. Grayson Blakely was the intended receiver. Blakely caught the touchdown pass in the first quarter to give Union their lead here, as it is 8-6 with 3:48 remaining here in the third quarter. Tune in next week for more high school football action as Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP, and the WPIL playoffs begin on Friday night. We'll have 2 games here on lcsportsnet.com, and all the playoff games are available on Trib Live High School Sports Network. Thomas, deep pass. He fires for Clark. Catch made for the first down. Nice catch there by Jackson Clark. making the play from Thomas. And a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. 4 receivers set in the spread offense. Low snap. Again, Thomas throws wide out. And the ball's going to fall incomplete, as Grayson Blakely unable to handle that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 here for Union. So we got 3 receivers out to the right. Jackson Clark is in the slot. Back to pass is Thomas. He fires, and the ball's going to be tipped and knocked down around. Ball's incomplete. The ball was intended there for Jackson Clark. And they'll bring up 3rd down and 10 here for the Scotties at the Wildcats' 39-yard line. 3 minutes, 21 seconds remaining here in the 3rd. They're going to send 4 receivers out to the right. Actually, they're going to send all 6 receivers. And the quarterback he was lined up as a receiver. Now he goes back into the line. He takes the snap. It's going to be a draw as Thomas brings it across, and it's going to be dragged down by his shirt right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. It'll bring up 4th down and 9 coming up here. And let's see what the Scotties choose to do here on 4th down. It looked like they're going to choose to punt the ball away here from the 38-yard line. .252 remaining here in the 3rd. There's the snap. Good snap. 1 step and a punt. He gets it off. And the ball's going to bounce at the 10, roll inside the 5, and the Scotties are there to down it inside the 5. So nice special team play there for Union as they'll move the Wildcats back inside their own 5 to start this drive here. As we're down to 2 minutes and 36 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to the fullback, and it gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. They're actually going to lose maybe a yard or 2 on the play. And bring up 2nd down and 12 coming up here for the Wildcats. Tonight's scoring recap is brought to you by Joseph Marcus Place, Newcastle's favorite family-owned hometown grocery store and coffee shop. Patton underneath center, takes the snap. He gets it handoff, and he'll get up the middle, and he'll gain maybe the lost yardage back and bring up 3rd down and 10 coming up here for Shenango.
3rd down and 10.
Check out the brand new cafe and bakery section or place a to-go order on josephnc.com. Joseph's Marketplace, family owned and operated since 1915. Down to 1 minute 15 seconds on a moving clock here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and long from inside the 5. Patton back to pass. He'll fire deep down the middle, and he'll fall incomplete ahead of his intended receiver, C.J. Miller. And the Union defense gets a 3 and out and will force the Wildcats to punt from their own end zone. As Dalton Peters will stand about 2 yards shy of the end zone, the back of the end zone. Gunn and Thomas back to receive. Here's the snap, there's the kick. The guy's kick, And it will bounce at the 35 and take a Union bounce, roll forward up to the 32-yard line. And the Scotties are going to have excellent field position to start this drive with 53 seconds remaining here in the third at the 32-yard line. Tonight's starting lineups were brought to you by Michael Kirkwood Jr. of Castle Realty, caters to buyers, sellers, and renters in Lawrence County and the surrounding areas. Call Realtor Michael Kirkwood Jr. at 724-301-1482. Check out his current listings or list your home at castle-realty.com. People you know, people you trust. Here's the snap. Back to pass is Thomas. He's looking. He's rolling to his left. He's going to keep. He's to the 30. He loses control of the ball. It's loose and it's picked up there by the Wildcats at the 32-yard line. That fumble recovery was made there by Hayden Morgan, and it gives the ball right back to the Wildcats here with 43 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. So turn of events gives the field back to the Wildcats on the fumble by Thomas. Patton underneath center with an I formation in the backfield. There's a fumble again. The ball is loose, and who got it this time? Union thinks they have it. The officials haven't decided yet. The officials will say that the Wildcats got back on the ball. And Shenango recovered. Believe that was Hayden Morgan getting the ball back. Not only did he recover the fumble, he recovered the offensive fumble here for the Wildcats. Second down and 12 coming up here for the Wildcats with, well, 13 seconds remaining here in the quarter, so this clock may just wind down. Looks like that's the choice that the Shenango Wildcats will make. So we have played 3/4 of a football game here at Union with the Scotties leading the Wildcats 8-6. You're watching LCSportsNet.com, powered by LCAP.
When a team needs to discuss their next move in a big game, Coach calls a timeout. When you need to discuss your next move after your latest life endeavor, let Ponce's Insurance be your coach. At Ponce's Insurance, how we serve you is as important as the insurance we provide. Protecting those you love, the business you built, and the things you've earned. That's our job. At Ponce's Insurance online at poncesinsurance.com. Ponce's Insurance. Love the life you live.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and or all therapies necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between, let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
12 minutes on the clock as we start the fourth quarter, as Shenango will go right to left on your devices here tonight. As Patton will quickly throw and hit the cutter, and that is Dalton Peters as he gets the first down across the 45-yard line. And it'll be first down and 10 on that pass from Patton out to the 46-yard line.
First down, Shenango 36.
So first down and 10 here for the Wildcats. They trail by 2 as we just entered the fourth quarter. They'll send one receiver out to the left with 2 wings left and right. They'll hand off to the tailback, and he's going to get hit right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Miller on the carry. And I'll bring up second down and 10 coming up here for the Wildcats. They'll send the receiver, that is Dalton Peters, out to the right. One in the slot. Back to pass is Patton. Looks in right side, throws down the sideline, timing pattern, and falls incomplete. Looking for Preston Schrei on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down and 10 coming up here for Shenango. It's a big 3rd down play here for the Wildcats, trailing by 2 here in the 4th quarter. They'll send 2 receivers, that is Schrei and Peters, out to the right. I formation in the backfield. Handoff goes to Miller. Miller's going to break a tackle, get to the 50, pick up the 1st down at the 45, out of bounds inside the 40, around the 37-yard line. C.J. Miller does it again here on the draw this time for the Wildcats, picking up that 1st down, keeping this drive alive here. And we have an injured player for Union back at midfield. I want to remind everybody, coming up at the game, we'll have announced the Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game. All high school student athletes during their sports season receive a $25 visit to our office, including adjustments and or all therapies necessary. For full details, call or visit MalleyChiropractic.com. That is MAHLE chiropractic.com. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game. And then we'll also have the player of the game coming up after the game. We'll announce the LCAP Player of the Game. The Lawrence County Community Action Partnership is dedicated to enhancing the quality of life within Lawrence County by eliminating and preventing the causes and effect of poverty and mobilizing and directing resources, assistance, educate, and promote self-sufficiency. For more information and on to finding out how you can get assist, visit them online at lccap.org. That is lcap.org, lccap.org. LCAP, changing lives. 1st down and 10 here for the Wildcats. Fake goes to Miller. It's going to keep by Patton. Patton, the flag flies down. Back at the 37-yard line. He's going to get close to the sticks for another 1st down. But this one most likely is coming back with a holding call against the Wildcats. And they are going to mark that off right at the line of scrimmage. So put the ball back at the 47-yard line. And holding against the Wildcats is the call. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 20 coming up here. But 10-15 on a moving clock here in the 4th quarter as the Wildcats trail Union here tonight, 8-6. So 1st down and 20. They'll send 3 receivers in pattern, 2 to the right, 1 to the left, as they move right to left on your devices. In shotgun is Patton. He'll throw a backward pass, get it to Lively. Lively gets caught in the backfield and brought down at the 49-yard line. They'll lose a couple on the play and bring up a 2nd down and 22. I'll remind everybody to tune in tomorrow at 5 p.m. for the WPIL Football Playoff Pairing Show with Don Rebel, as he'll unveil the brackets live for all 6 classifications on the Highway to Hines. Don't miss hssn.triblive.com, and follow us on Twitter at LCSportsNet for all the updates of the brackets being released. Patton back to pass. He's in trouble, and he's brought down back at the 45-yard line. Mangino on that sack there for the Scotties. And it'll bring up 3rd down and Third down and about 29 coming up here for the Wildcats. So they'll empty the backfield here. They'll set 4 receivers in pattern with 1 in the backfield. Back to pass is Patton. Rolls to his right. He's going to keep. He has room to the 50. Cuts inside, but he's knocked down at the 47-yard line. And they'll bring up 4th down and long. He'll gain a few back, but way short of the sticks. And Dalton Peters is in to punt the ball away here for the Wildcats as the clock's down to 8 minutes and 10 seconds and running here in the fourth quarter. Good snap, gets the punt off, high kick, and they're going to let it bounce, and it's going to roll inside the 10, and it'll die at about the 9-yard line. And it'll be 1st down and 10 for Union inside their own 10. With 7:50 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Our out-of-town scoreboard has been brought to you by the Crane Room here tonight. Call ahead and reserve your seat for or after the game. Just a few minutes up the road at Wilmington in Neshannock, or place an order or takeout at curbside. Homemade desserts and even crawlers. You can give them a call at 724-656-1553. Here's handoff. Goes right side, and he's going to get out to the 10-yard line. Clark on the carry for Union. And they'll bring up a 2nd down and 9 coming up here for the Union Scotties. The clock continues to roll. We're down under 7.5 minutes here to play in the fourth quarter. And the Scotties holding on to a precarious 2-point lead, 8-6. 2 receivers out to the left. Thomas underneath center. Thomas rolls to his left. He stops and fires. He completes it right at the sticks, and that should be enough for a 1st down here for Union. I believe that is Mike Gunn on the reception. And I'll bring up a 1st and 10 here for Union. Big 1st down there for the Scotties. As the clock continues to roll, now under 6:40 here to play in the fourth quarter. In shotgun is Thomas. Takes the snap. He rolls to his right. He's looking downfield. He's going to fire across field, and Gunn almost makes a juggling catch at the 25. Falls incomplete. And he'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 coming up here for Union at the 20-yard line. .6:16 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 2nd down and 10. 3 receivers out to the left, and we got a timeout taken by Union. This timeout is brought to you by Ponch's Insurance. Just like the teams go to the sideline to listen to their coach and discuss their needs, that's what Ponch's Insurance. They will pay attention to the things you own so you can devote your time and attention to your loved ones. Visit them online at PonchesInsurance.com. Ponch's Insurance. Love the life you live, worry-free. And I will remind everybody, tomorrow at 5 p.m., tune into the WPIL Playoff Pairing Show with Don Rebel as we'll do the highway to Hines as they reveal all 6 classifications. Don't miss it at triphssn.triplive.com and follow us on Twitter at LC SportsNet for all the updates as the brackets are released. Here we go. 2nd down and 10 here for Union. 6:16 remaining here in the 4th. They lead by 2, 8-6. Thomas will go back into formation at quarterback. Stanley will be in the backfield with him. He's under pressure. He rolls to his right. He's going to keep. He's to the 25, to the 30, puts his head down, gets to the 35, and gets knocked out of bounds around the 40-yard line. A big run there by the quarterback, Braylon Thomas, getting that first down and more here for the Scotties. And really getting this now out to the 40-yard line, really changing field position here as this drive started inside the 10-yard line here for the Scotties. Grayson Blakely is the receiver out to the left. Handoff goes to Clark. Clark breaks a tackle, goes forward, crosses the 45 up to the 47-yard line. Nice hard run for Jackson Clark. Picking up 7, brings up 2nd down and 3 coming up here for the Union Scotties as we're under 5:45 here to play. Really important drive here for the Scotties to take time off the clock and continue to march downfield as this drive started inside their own 10-yard line. 2 receivers out to the left, I formation in the backfield. Thomas takes the snap, rolls left. He's going to throw a screen. He gets it to Stanley. Stanley's going to get across the 50, pick up the first down, and it'll be 1st down and 10 here for Union at the 47-yard line of the Wildcats. We're going to mark it down at the 48. As the clock continues to move as we approach 5 minutes left here in the quarter. Mike Gunn's receiver out to the right. I formation in the backfield. Thomas gets underneath center, takes the snap. He'll hand it off, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Goes Clark for no gain, and he'll bring up 2nd down and 10 coming up here for Union. We're down to 4 minutes and 20 seconds on our running clock here in the 4th quarter. This drive has been an important drive here for the Scotties, starting inside their own 10, taking precious time off the clock. Trying to sew away a victory here for the Scotties, trying to break a 5-game losing streak. Gunn goes in motion. Handoff goes to Clark. Clark gets to the edge, cuts inside, and he's going to dive forward for maybe 1. And I'll bring up a 3rd down and long. And we're going to have a timeout taken here by the Wildcats. And this timeout is brought to you by Ponch's Insurance. Just like when a team's to go to the sideline to listen to their coach and discuss their needs, that's what you get with Ponch's Insurance. They pay attention to the things you own so you can devote your attention to your loved ones. Visit them online at ponchosinsurance.com. Ponch's Insurance. Love the life you live. Worry-free. Remind everybody to tune in next week for more high school football action on the Lawrence County SportsNet powered by LCAP as the WPIL playoffs begin on Friday night. We'll have 2 games here on lcsportsnet.com. All the playoff games are available on Trib Live, High School Sports Network. 3rd down and 9 coming up here for the Scotties. 3 minutes, 52 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. A huge 3rd down for both teams. The Scotties trying to keep the drive alive. The Wildcats trying to get the ball back. Trailing by 2. Thomas takes a low snap. He's looking left side. He fires, has the man open, and it's going to fall incomplete. And I'll bring up 4th down. 3:46 remaining here in the 4th. And Thomas will slip back into punt formation here on 4th down. The Scotties had a nice drive that started inside their own 10 and take it across midfield to the Wildcats' 47-yard line. As Thomas will tie his shoe here. Hunter Lively is deep to receive this punt, along with Preston Schrei. Low snap dribbler. He gets the kick off. It's a high kick and a fair catch called by Schrei at the 25-yard line.
Fair catch by Shenango. 25-yard line.
And it'll be 1st down and 10 here for the Wildcats. So the Wildcats come back on offense, trailing by 2 with 3 minutes, 38 seconds remaining here in the ball game. So the Wildcats trailed this game throughout, as it was a Thomas to Blakely touchdown pass of 35 yards for a 92-yard drive that gave the lead to the Union Scotties in the first quarter with 4:12 remaining. The 2-pointer was good. And then it was Patton to Dalton for a touchdown pass with 10:39 in the third to get the Wildcats on the scoreboard. That play goes up middle for 2. The 2-pointer was no good, as they had about 3 different tries at it, but penalties preventing any of them being going through, and they ended up having to do it from the 7-yard line and fell incomplete. Back to pass is Patton, and he's going to be brought down and sacked again. The Union defense has come up big here in the second half with multiple sacks. Mangini, I believe, again on that sack. And I'll bring up a 2nd down and about 17 coming up here for the Wildcats as the clock continues, is at 2 minutes and 29 seconds. Patton takes a snap. He rolls out. He's looking downfield. He's in trouble, and he's going to be brought down around the 14-yard line. And the Union defense coming up big on back-to-back plays here as the clock approaches 2 minutes left in this 4th quarter, and a timeout taken here by the Wildcats. This timeout is brought to you by Pontius Insurance. And give me a chance to remind everybody about our play of the game and players of the game. Coming up after the game, we'll have announced the Maley Chiropractic play of the game. High school students and athletes during their sports season receive a $25 visit to our offices, including adjustments and or therapies necessary. For full details, visit MaleyChiropractic.com. That's Maley, M-A-H-L-E, chiropractic.com. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. And the player of the game is brought to you by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership, which is dedicated to enhancing the quality of life within Lawrence County. And we'll have more about those 2 awards as we reach the end of tonight's ball game. Here we go. 4th down to 22. Back to pass. He fires, and it's going to fall incomplete. And the Scotties are going to take over. 1st down and 10 with 2:03 here to play. And the Scotties are just over 2 minutes away from winning tonight's ball game here in Union. Braylon Thomas gets the play in from the sidelines. Stacy Robinson, the head coach of the Scotties, rolling the sidelines. Thomas underneath center. Hand off to Clark. Clark get caught in the backfield and brought down for a loss. But the clock will continue to run with 1:55. They'll take their final timeout here. That's their second timeout, excuse me. And that will be, that is their final timeout. All right. And with a minute 55 remaining here in the ball game. So all they got to do is keep the ball alive and not fumble the ball here or not make a turnover. And the Scotties can come away with a victory here. And they're going to say it was Union now has taken a timeout, and they're both out of timeouts. Here we go. Second down and 12 coming up here for the Scotties. Here's the snap. Here's the run by Clark. Clark gets inside the 10. Gets all the way down close to the 6-yard line, maybe even the 5. A nice run there by Jackson Clark. And Union is knocking on the door as they are in the red zone. Union has entered the red zone, making sure you stop by the red zone on Wilmington Road in Shenango for all your county sporting apparel needs, sporting goods, custom apparel, and embroidery. Remember, visit them online at theredzone.com. Score big at the red zone. Third down and 2 here. They can get a first down inside the 5. I formation, Clark darts the I. Hand off to Clark. Clark goes to the edge. He dives forward, gets into the end zone, touchdown! Jackson Clark goes 5 yards and seals this ball game away for the Union Scotties with 56 seconds remaining here as the Scotties are about to break a 5-game losing streak and end the regular season with a victory. Clark's touchdown from 5 yards out with 56 seconds remaining here in the 4th to make it 14-6 with the 2-pointer still to be attempted here by Union. So let's see what Stacy Robinson decides to do here. Up by 8. Huge touchdown there by Jackson Clark for Union. He dots the I. It looks like they'll go from I formation with Gunn, the receiver, out to the right. Daly is the fullback. Gunn goes in motion. Now Thomas goes in motion. There's a direct snap to Clark. Clark rolls inside and gets into the end zone to complete the 2-point play. And it brings it out to 16-6 with 56 seconds. Clark with the 2-pointer. Nice design there by Coach Robinson as he had his quarterback move in motion, and they go to a direct snap to Clark, and Clark takes it right side into the end zone for the 2-pointer. And Union is on the verge of ending a 5-game slide here tonight. They now lead by 2 scores, a 10-point lead. An impressive showing here tonight by the Scotties, holding the home field here. Tune in tomorrow at 5 p.m. for the WPIL football playoff pairings with Don Rebel as he will unveil the brackets for all 6 classifications on the highway to the Hines. Don't miss it. HSSN.triblive.com. Follow us on Twitter at LC SportsNet for all the updates as the brackets are released. Here we go with the kickoff. And it's a swim kick down the middle, picked up at the 20-yard line, across the 30, falls loose, and the Union jumps on it at the 29-yard line. And Union Scotties are going to take advantage of a loose ball, and they will just have to go into victory formation here tonight to bring this game to a close. And we got a couple players we have to figure out who our player and play of the game is. We'll have that for you shortly. The post-game coming up, we'll have the Tri-County Principal post-game show. We'll break down tonight's contest and get one last check of the county scoreboard and give you our Play and Player of the Game awards. So stay tuned for that. Brought to you by the Tri-County Principal post-game show. And a personal foul will bring the ball all the way inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line. As the Union Scotties will just go into victory formation here. Leading by 10 with 50 seconds here remaining. Braylon Thomas will go underneath center. Take the snap, go back and go down to a knee and hand the ball to the official. Lose a couple on the play as the clock will now tick underneath 40 seconds here. And they'll have to do it one more time here once the ball gets down under 30 seconds. We're down under 30. Snap, takes another knee. He'll keep that ball, hand it over to the official. And the Union Scotties are going to come away with a victory here tonight, 16-6 over the Shenango Wildcats, ending their 5-game losing streak. And a big win here for the Scotties as they race down to the end of the field with the flags, as they'll talk to at their moment with the Union Scotty marching band. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back with our player and play of the game as we get ready for the Tri-County Principal post-game show here on LCSportsNet.com, powered by LCAP.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
Trib Live, High School Sports Network video and audio streaming partner of the WPIAL. We broadcast over 2,000 sporting events each year and cover 17 sports in over 170 schools. At HSSN, you'll find the latest in high school sports news, live and archive broadcasts, scores, standings, and much more. Trib Live High School Sports Network, your high school sports leader. All season, every season.
Hey Scotty fans, it's Mrs. Ryan
and Miss Felina here on behalf of the Union Area Education Association.
And we want to wish all of our Scotties good luck this season. Go Scotties!
Has your child's early education slowed down or even paused due to the pandemic? This is crucial time you can't get back. LCAP can keep your little learner on track for success. We have options for working and non-working parents with in-person childcare and age-appropriate virtual learning to keep them busy and engaged. Parents, don't hit pause on early learning. Lawrence County Community Action Partnership can jumpstart their future. Learn more at LCAP.
Joseph's Marketplace is Newcastle's favorite family-owned hometown grocery store and coffee shop. Fresh meats and produce, full-line deli, homemade foods, and much more. Joseph's Marketplace has hot foods prepared every day. They also have Newcastle favorites like grape leaves, hummus, and wedding soup available daily. Follow Joseph's Marketplace on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates or stop in to see what's cooking each day. Come hang out at the brand new cafe and bakery, full of great coffee, drinks, sandwiches, snacks, sweets, and free Wi-Fi. In a rush? Go to josephsnc.com and place your cafe order online. Joseph's Marketplace, family owned.
When a team needs to discuss their next move in a big game, coach calls a timeout. When you need to discuss your next move after your latest life endeavor, let Ponce's Insurance be your coach. At Ponce's Insurance, how we serve you is as important as the insurance we provide. Protecting those you love, the business you built, and the things you've earned. That's our job. At Ponce's Insurance online at poncesinsurance.com. Ponce's Insurance. Love the life you live.
In workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wage loss. They're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
The Union Scotties come away with a 16-6 victory here tonight over the Shenango Wildcats to end a 5-game slide. And congratulations to Coach Robinson and his Scotties here winning their final game of the regular season here in Union High School. And it's now time to announce our Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game Award. The Melee Chiropractic is proud to present the Play of the Game Award to Grayson Blakely of Union. Melee Chiropractic, Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Grayson for tonight's Play of the Game. Grayson will receive a customized t-shirt courtesy of Melee Chiropractic in recognition of tonight's Play of the Game. Video of tonight's Play of the Game will also be featured on the Trib Live High School Sports Network Standout platform and Twitter and Instagram. To view tonight's Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game, a full list of the season's top plays, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click Play of the Game. Congratulations to Grayson Blakely for tonight's Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game. And for tonight's LCAP Player of the Game, the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership is proud to present the Player of the Game Award to Braylon Thomas of Union. LCAP and the Lawrence County SportsNet are proud to honor Braylon for tonight's Play of the Game. He will receive a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of tonight's Player of the Game. To view a full list of this year's Player of the Game, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on Player of the Game. Congratulations to Braylon Thomas of Union for being named tonight's LCAP Player of the Game. LCAP, changing lives. All right, guys, this is well. It was a pass. Our play of the game, Thomas to Blakely for a touchdown, 35 yards. It was 6-0. The two-pointer was good to make it 8-0. In the second quarter, it was Dalton catching a pass from Patton with 10:39 left, and that made it 8-6. The two-pointer was no good. And then it was Jackson Clark from 5 yards out with 56 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. The two-pointer was good to make it 16-6, and that was tonight's final score. And that's how tonight's game wrapped up. I do want to remind you to tune in tomorrow at 5 o'clock for the WPIL football pairing show. Don Rebel will unveil the brackets for all 6 classifications on the highway to Hines. Don't miss it. Trib, tribhsn.triblive.com. That is tribhsn.triblive.com. Follow us on Twitter at LC SportsNet for all the updates as the brackets are released. All right, guys, I got to say thanks to our crew here tonight, as our producers were Don Summers and Joe Morozic, and on camera was Christian Cassie and Rocco Gallimarni, as we brought you tonight's game here on LCAP or LCSportsNet.com, powered by LCAP. Tonight's game has been brought to you in part by Maley Chiropractic, Joseph Marcus Place, Michael Kirkwood Jr., and Castle Realty, Tri-County Principals, The Red Zone, Ponce's Insurance, Luxembourg, Garbert, Kelly and George, The Crane Room, Union Area Education Association, and by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. The Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Once again, our final score here from Union. It was the Scotties 16, the Wildcats from Shenango 6. I'm Tim Continenza, wishing you all a wonderful good evening. We'll talk to you again next Friday night here on LCSportsNet.com. Have a great night, everyone.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAT.